entire military is one cohesive, dedicated force. And the threats to our nations, they don't sleep. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gabfest show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. You have the code for the machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you never get here. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.com.
And do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Charles and Darl, the movement dedicated to empowering men, uniting brothers, and building a strong coalition. This is more than just a conversation. It's a call to action. Join us as we uplift, support, and inspire men worldwide. Because together, we don't just talk, we lead. We grow, and we conquer. Are you ready to be part of the coalition? Let's dive in.
Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Charles and Daryl. What's going on, bro? What's going on with you? Let me guess. It's freezing up again. Yo,
I'm here.
There you go, y'all. What's happening, bro?
Yeah, ain't nothing, man. What's happening with you?
Ain't nothing to it, man.
Have a freeze up, didn't we?
Yes, a little bit. Hey, welcome everybody to the show this evening, y'all. Yeah. And hey, y'all check out our platforms, man. ManTalk133.com, Facebook, us talking, Instagram, Man Talk 133. Spotify, iHeart, we all over. Y'all check us out, right? So, look, tonight we're gonna be talking about psychological mindedness.
Okay.
The mind within. Do you understand you? You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna be talking about tonight, man. You know, we're gonna be talking about the world out there. We're gonna be talking about the world that's inside of you. Why do you react the way you do? Why do certain things just trigger you?
Right.
And others don't. You know what I'm saying? Why do you why you keep repeating patterns you say you done with? That's what we're gonna talk about tonight. Simple question, bro. Do you understand you? Now, we're gonna go into the psychological mindedness, right? And I'm gonna give them the definition. The definition for psychological mindedness is the ability to look inward, to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and make sense of them. It's not just feeling something. It's asking, why do you feel like this? Where did this come from? What is it trying to teach me? Now, I don't know if you know or not, but when I was preparing for this, I did a experiment on Facebook. Right. So what I did was I took 3 different posts, and I did these posts different from what we normally do. Normally I do scriptures or whatever. So I did some posts that people reacted to. In some ways, real bad. Right.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Okay.
So the reason why I did that was to see what the post you saw, the post that I put, the 3 that I put up there, right? What
Yeah.
do you think triggered some of these people to react the way they did? Now, some of the posts got over 3, 4, 5, some of them almost 10,000 views on them, right? Impressions
Right.
and views on them, right?
Mhm.
Now the scriptures, they may get 30, they may get 70, they may get 100, 200.
Right.
What do you think triggered people to?
That's the hatred. That's just the hatred part of it, man. They ain't gonna. You can put scriptures on the show and on our broadcast and network or whatever. They ain't gonna respond to that. But I'm saying, like, anything negative, they gonna respond to it. But to like the post that you did put up, it triggered. It showed you. What you did was you peeled the scab back of what America really looks like. And,
Right.
And and it's really, like you say, it's deep rooted hatred. Those people that actually that was responding to you like the way they did, those are the ones who thinking that they are losing America.
Right.
And I always ask them, if they losing it, who are they losing it to? Because it sure isn't us. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
And when you posted that, like I say, I chimed in, but I ain't go in like, because I understand
Understand the brand.
Yeah, the brand, and I understand, this will come with the territory. As I told a few people in the comments, you know what I'm saying? The higher you get up, you know what I'm saying? Every level is another devil, you know what I'm saying? So, and
sure.
you definitely pulled them out. You pulled them out. You had the big joker with that one when you slapped it on the table. They came out at you on that one.
You can come on, give me all of them. I need the ace, I need the king, I need all that.
Yeah.
Let me get that.
Yeah, they came out too. You pulled them out.
And I did that because I was trying to figure out,
Mm-hmm.
like, some people live their whole life reacting.
Yeah.
React every little thing you did, they want to react to it. And me preparing for this show, I said, you know what? I'm gonna do something that's gonna prove the point that I'm making about psychological mindedness.
Right.
Because the definition again is the ability to look inward. And see, when I put the post up, they didn't look inward. They didn't really look at the post at its entirety, because I said,
they didn't read and comprehend at all.
None. I said, to whoever's pushing this war, means the war in Iran, send your kids. Now, some people thought outwardly, hey, I want my child in the military. Well, I'm not talking about them.
Right.
If they already in, then you can't send your child.
Yeah, they didn't read and comprehend. They don't do that well anyway. So
So it just it pulled emotions out. Yeah, like you said, that let you see exactly who they really were, and why they feel the way they feel.
And another thing too, that lets you know too, because I've seen the posts that you have put on our Facebook page. Just like I told a couple of guys in the comments, like I said, of course, that us talking is predominantly your page, and I got my separate page, but like I said, me and you got our brand, our man talk picture on it together. So I feel like y'all coming at me too. So, if you want to come up on the live and discuss it, that's what we can do. But it also let us know too, that when we do these videos and when you post stuff the way you do outside of our main, because we got a main clientele that really watches us.
Yeah, we got a core base. That's going
regularly. Yeah. That lets you know. And see, when you do videos like this or the ones we've been doing, and you don't see nobody with our core base that's watching, that lets you know that people really they really are watching. They just
100%.
When you put that, the way you put that post out there like that, it pulled them out
big time.
You know what I'm saying?
Big time. It pulled them out. But the thing is, like, like, they got to ask themselves, like, for me, when something goes wrong, what's the first thing people do? They blame, they avoid, or they reflect. They hey, you know what?
Yeah.
It was his fault. He the one that put that post up to cause me to act like that. I ain't really like that.
Yeah.
It's just his post made me act like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, some people, what they try to do, they avoid it, which they'll look at like, man, I ain't responding. It don't pertain to me. I ain't even going, it ain't nothing I'm going to get into. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these people that you got to deal with, I tell them all the time, because I chat with people on other back channels and stuff like that, right? Yeah. And they never really read and comprehend. If they had a read and comprehend, that's why I always tell them, they get mad when I tell them that it's critical that you get reading and comprehension down pat at an early age, at a young age, so you can understand. Because like I said, when you put it out there, if it doesn't pertain to you, scroll by. But like you said, you had a lot of them in there, you know, that ain't never served, but they putting their kids out there, they're serving. We ain't talking about their kids, they're serving. Because
they already serving.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
they already serving.
Right.
You can't make them join if they already in it. That's the point. That's the reason why I did it, to see what reaction I was gonna get. And
you did a great job.
It was a great job. On. It's spot on. Y'all want to check out the post, go to Us Talking Facebook page. Y'all see what they are, right?
Yeah.
See, the problem is, like you were saying, like they the way they live, they actually live in a state where they're unaware of what's going on. They think one way, like this. They looking forward. And the danger in that, like a person without self-awareness is like a driver with no rearview mirror.
Right.
They keep moving forward and don't understand what's going on behind them.
Right.
They don't care about, you know, I just saw this and some in it that triggered them.
Hey, look, and they waited their whole lives for that moment.
For that one. Oh yeah,
they waited their whole life for that moment. They was like, we got him now.
We got him.
But actually, like you said, what you did was you threw the bait out there, and you got that big mouth bass. Matter of fact, you caught a couple of them.
Yeah, I got a lot of them. I got a boat full of fish, Doc. I ain't lying. I got so many. You gotta help me come clean them, Doc. I got a lot of them. I ain't lying. And you know what's crazy? Like, when you keep moving forward and don't look behind you, you know what people keep doing? They keep repeating toxic relationships, emotional outbursts, self-sabotage, unhealed wounds disguised as what? Personality. So what happened was, what these posts did was triggered some things that they've been dealing with for a long time, but don't know how to express it. They've been covering it. You know how they cover the stank with perfume? You know, they take a shower and then spray the perfume on, and you can still smell the stink mixed with the cologne. That's what they be doing. And it comes out as just that. You look nice, you look pleasant, but the inside, when you open your mouth,
and see when you put that post out there like that, they just knew that you was coming at their boy. You know what I'm saying? So that triggered everything right there. Like I said, they just couldn't wait. Like, you can step on an eggshell, and you know, if they think you're talking about their boy, you step on the eggshell, they coming at you.
Yeah, and that was not, just so y'all know, that was not my intention. My intention was to see where y'all was at, because I know where you are now, because you're more so, instead of being on the godly side, you're on the messy side. You like being messy. You sit up there and stroll and look at people fighting all day and all these other different posts, so you can have something to relate to. So if you can't relate to a Bible scripture, you ain't gonna apply. You ain't gonna respond to it. But when I did a post that was kind of somewhat message to try to grab people's attention,
you
did just what it was supposed to do, grab their attention, and they didn't like it at all. But at the same time, it's what it is.
Because like I said, a lot of times when you put, you know, like I said, we got separate pages, but nevertheless, me and your pictures up there on Us Talking together.
For sure. Yeah.
So a lot of times when you post scriptures or whatever, you know, of course I see it, you know, I'm scroll back to see it or whatever. You don't have no comments on them.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. But we right up against the break, y'all. But let me say this right here. Some people say that's just who I am. No, bro. That's just what you haven't confronted. You got to confront this stuff. We'll be right back after the break, y'all.
Stats tell that each day, 22 veterans commit suicide due to PTSD. These stats shook us and urged us to do our part. After hours and hours of thinking, Beekeeping for Veterans was born. Beekeeping for Veterans combines beekeeping with mindfulness meditation. Why combine them? Here's why. Beekeeping causes positive rush of adrenaline while beekeeping. You have to be calm during it. You are mindful of your movements. Each week, a veteran will receive a mindful meditation to build emotional and mental skill sets. Mindfulness is a set of 3 attentional skills that work together: concentration, sensory clarity, and equanimity, mental calmness, composure, evenness of temper. Every time mindfulness is practiced, we build these skills. Beekeeping for Veterans not only helps veterans overcome emotional trauma, but also aids our environment, as without bees, there is no food. Come forward. The people who have supported your country now need your support.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk 133 with Shawl and Daryl.
Yes, sir.
We back again. So tonight we're talking about psychological mindedness, the mind within. So we laid out the first part, how the people acted crazy over the posts and stuff like that, right? So they got to understand you can't hear what you refuse to examine. So we're gonna go now into where does it begin, Doc? Where it begins? Childhood pain, conditioning to certain things. I'm willing to say a lot of this stuff come from childhood trauma. Yep. You know what I mean? A lot of it come from the childhood trauma where, you know, they may have seen mama get jumped on, daddy get jumped on, or whatever kind of childhood trauma, the environments, you know. Right. They may have been without food, without this, without that. And because you think about it, some people, when they grow up without nothing, what they do, bro, they gonna make sure they'll work themselves to the bones to make sure that they ain't gonna go without no money. Even though they got plenty of money, they will keep going. I don't want to go, they don't be poor no more.
Yeah, man. And even when you go back to when you saying with childhood trauma, it can not necessarily not being trauma in some cases, because the ones that were under your post that was dragging you down and dragging son down and all the stuff like that.
Yeah, they went.
I don't think you got to look at just look at the comment section, and you can look and see who it is, and see all those ones in the comment section. Those people like that. See, they was raised like that. They was raised in their homes like that. That they were above us. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they were always raised like that. So now when you make a post like that, they still got that mindset said, who are you to down our king about this war that we got going on? Like but they voted for no wars though. So but I guess, you know, that went out the window, but you know what I'm saying? So that's all you got to do is just look at the comment section.
That's all you got to do.
It'll tell you all you need to know, whether people want to accept it or not. Just look at the comment section.
For sure.
That's all you got to do.
And it goes back to what you were saying. Like it's different ways, excuse me. They're trained into you, like childhood environments, trauma responses, and this is the one you were just talking about, learned behaviors.
There you go.
And that's emotional suppression. Like learned behaviors, you can, you know, we can talk, I can talk about us. Our learned behavior was drinking. Right. That was a learned behavior for us. We ain't know nothing about drinking, but we saw everybody in our family doing, so guess what? That's a learned behavior. Yeah,
and it was fun. You know what I'm saying? Well, we thought it was fun.
Well,
it's what it is. Yeah.
And so those I felt like some of the responses were trauma responses, because it touched something that they was trying to suppress. But when they saw the post, for some reason, it triggered a trauma response, and they reacted in a way where they were just like, hey, you know what? Nah, that ain't gonna fly around here, brother. This is a no-fly zone. That they on my page, they gonna say it's a no-fly zone. On our page, it's a no-fly. How you gonna tell me what the post on my page, bro? Like, no-fly zone. That's what they was going.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy, man, because you know what I'm saying? It's like they get all up in arms, you know, like because you saying something about the war, right?
Which is true. It's a true statement that I said about it, and I'll say it again.
Right, and it's true, and it's like, you know, when you say something about their guy doing it, it's a problem. But what if, like, the only thing you keep hearing is like, you know, the Democrats, the whatever Biden or whoever did, if they was to do it, so how they what they would say about it? They would say the same thing that everybody else is saying, right? No war, right?
No, that's what they would say, yeah.
But
no, they would
like I said, whatever he want, anything he wants. So but that's cool with him, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to what you were saying, that learned behaviors, like, you know, hey, just put it out there like that. Hey, if you white, you right. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is in a lot of cases. Not all cases, but if you look at the comment section, it'll give them a good
idea of who responded and how they responded, and some of the responses that they came from a place. It came from a real place of hurt, trauma. They were definitely trauma responses. They was crying out.
Yeah, they came at you hard, bro.
But hey, I'm gonna tell them. Let me tell them like this. I got a quote for them. I got something that probably gonna help them out. You didn't choose your wounds, but you're responsible for your healing. You got to go fix that. One post shouldn't make you have an out of body experience like that. I see posts all the time that I don't even respond to. I'm just like, why? What's the point? I don't.
Right. Because, you know, like you said, it don't pertain to you, so, or me. So I scroll because I see some posts sometime. I already know how this post gonna go.
Yeah,
just like just like an example. If I see, and that's why I say, you know, I know it's gonna ruffle some feathers, and, you know, some people they're gonna be kind of uncomfortable. That's why I say, if you white, you right in society. Because when I see some posts or whatever, if you got some posts of Angel Reese, Kamala Harris, Michelle Obama, all these Stacey Abrams, all these women of color, I'm gonna just use the women of color.
You ask them for trouble.
Just go to the comment section, and it'll give you all you need to know. But when they have stuff with Caitlin Clark, Sophia Cunningham, and all these other chicks like that, go to the comment section, and then you let me know what you think. So when I see posts like that, most of the time, it don't pertain to me, and I already know what the comment section gonna look like anyway. So I don't respond to it. I just scroll past it, because, like you said, it you know, stuff like that come from a place of hurt. You know what I'm saying? For some people, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just go to the comment section. Whatever story or post that you see, and you already know if it's somebody of color, the first comments you gonna see is, oh, it's the same typical ones. It's always those ones every time. That's how they do that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know.
So I'm gonna ask the people tonight. Think about something that triggers you deeply. When do you first feel it? I wish I can ask some of the people, when did you first feel this? You know, who made you feel this way? What did I learn from the moment? Like, okay, like, for example, like, you can have, you know, and I try to I don't steer clear, but I'm just saying some relationships, you know, like baby mamas, you know, he's a definite trigger for her. Every time she heard his name, it just sent her to this, start calling everybody in the house ugly like your dad, all that. It triggers a trauma response, right? That make them feel like, and let me say this too, before we get too far into the show, we are not licensed counselors. I'm just did my research about psychological mindedness. And I just did research. I'm just giving y'all something that can help y'all free. I don't feel like you sometimes have to go to you have to have somebody licensed to help you get free from something. Right. That's just me personally. I mean, you can go talk to somebody that just got wisdom and can help you get free from something. That's just my personal take. But it triggers them. And and the trauma responses that come out sometime is you be like, wow, you gonna say that to the baby because of the daddy? Right. I mean, you know.
Right. And that's why I posted what I posted on your page so they can see it, but they didn't come for that one. That's why I posted it in a good way. Like this would have been a good topic for them tonight to chime in and come up on the live whenever, you know, have comment section, however they want to address it. And we can figure out what their triggers are and why did they come at you like that? Is it because, you know, you know, they looking at you like I'm superior to you. You the one, you shouldn't be posting this about such and such and such
about
or whatever,
this war.
You know?
You shouldn't be posting about this war.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why
I'm a veteran.
Right. And that's why I said I invite them. You know, you invite them on your end because you control the live. You bring them up on the live and just discuss it. Like I said, I ain't a comment section guy. Yeah, I ain't a comment section guy, but we can get on this mic and talk about it all day because you can tell us right now the questions you're asking. I would love for them to hear them. What is their trauma? What made them blank out on you like the way they did?
You know what? I got a great idea. I just got a great idea. I promise you I got one. After we finish with this show, we're going to go Facebook Live. We're going to see if they can come on Facebook Live and we can help them get through help with the trauma responses and they help them feel, so I can ask them questions like this. When did you first feel like this? Right. You know, and what made you feel this way? Like, it's just a post that I thought that it would be what I thought it would be. And it proved to be just what I thought it would be.
Right. And check this out. Take the Democrat and the Republic word out of it.
Yeah. We don't need to use that.
And I guarantee you take the Democrat word and the Republican word and the independent word, take that out of it, and they still gonna be the same. It's just it's what I said. They are trained, they are raised like that. You are beneath me. You can't tell me. You can't rise up and tell me and try to put me in my place. I put you in your place. That's the mentality that they have. That's what it is.
Think about this though. Two people can experience the same thing, the same situation. One gonna react, one gonna reflect. One gonna react immediately, like, you know what? Hold on, bro. This is I'm gonna take off on somebody. The other one gonna reflect and say, well, hey, I don't know what he got in his car, so I better not just take off like that. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna really some people just react, they're just gonna react. I don't care what it is. You almost look like you're gonna go into a park and hit their car. They sitting over there looking at it like, hey bro, what you done? Right. You know, and then some people they'll sit there and they won't say nothing. As long as you ain't hit the car, we good. So it just depends on the person. Now, if you take Democrat and Republican out of it, what is the argument? Because most of the posts, some of the posts were like, you know, them Democrats need to stop. Another one I posted, Democrats need to stop doing this, and Democrat. What if we took that out of it? Then what? What if we took the politics side out of it? Then what? Because that's the most divisive thing. People think it's church, it's politics.
That's all. Politics, and you can, and like I say, you know, they show their true colors when they come to that. Like I said, if you take those words out, they still gonna come at you. It's just they're just using the words as a tool, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But if
As
they
a
take
shield.
the word as a shield, they take their word out, Republican or Democrat, they still gonna come at you, because who are you to mention anything about the war? Stay in your place.
Stay in your place.
That's really what they want to tell you. Stay in your place. You don't talk about no war.
Right, and we'll be right back after the break, y'all. Be right back. Yeah.
It's time for a vacation, and Fairway Travels is here to share great specials for you to choose from. Discover the charm and features of one of Sandal's 16 all-inclusive, luxury-included, adults-only resorts, or a family-friendly beaches destination in the Caribbean. Or how about a couples resort in Jamaica? If cruising's your preference, get Thunderstroke aboard Carnival Cruise Lines or set sail on an award-winning Royal Caribbean ship. Join Virgin Voyages now for a wonderful adults-only sailing. It doesn't matter if you choose to travel by plane, train, automobile, cruise ship, or rowboat, we can help you reach your dream destination. Contact Fairway Travels today at 228-365-1012. That's 228-365-1012. Or email bookitnow247@gmail.com. Fairway Travels, where your journeys keep satisfying.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk 133 with Shawl and Daryl. We are talking tonight again about psychological mindedness, the mind within. So before we went to the break, we were just talking about, you got two people can experience the same situation and they can react totally different, right?
Right.
So reactive person, psychologically minded person blames others, seeks understanding, avoids pain, explores pain, reacts instantly, pauses intentionally, repeat cycles, and break patterns. So with this, what we're talking about, that's what these people do. Like they're like I was saying in the beginning, they're one person gonna react, they're gonna want to take off, and the other person gonna be like, well, I don't know what kind of squabble they got. They might be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I should jump on their car or not. So think about it, like, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep for me to really jump out the car on somebody because they almost hit my car.
And that's what I say, man. That's why I always tell people, man, it ain't that serious, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether you, like I said, we've been talking about, we always been talking about it with the Democrats, Republicans, whatever had been going on in the comment section. It ain't that serious, man, bro. Those people, hey, just like they don't care about you neither. They gonna get their billions and they gonna roll out. And the next person gonna come in, like, and we gonna still be, and we still gonna be down here on the ground floor. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? So
that's exactly what you're talking about.
Right, to what you talking about, man. It ain't that serious, bro.
It ain't that serious. And like I said, you're gonna have two different responses when the other ones come in, whether Republican be in charge or Democrats, one gonna react. Whoever win, get them. Whoever lose, man, I hate them. They it's just what you're gonna have. And the reaction to just about everything is automatic. You know what I'm saying? Just think about like somebody coming in the house, slam the door. Your reaction gonna be like, yo, I know you ain't just slammed that door. You ain't gonna take the time to reflect and wonder why they slammed the door. You gonna be like, yo, why
they
the heck you
because you could have, because they could have came in the house with an arm full of, both their arms full of grocery. Right. And you could have been over there at the kitchen sink doing something, and then they coming in the house through the front door, and then they just had to hold the door with their foot. And when they let the foot off the door slam. And like you said, you got to assess the situation quick. And like, okay, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't close the door properly.
You think about this though, man. Like, when I started preparing for this thing right here, I started thinking about like, what are my triggers? What triggers I got? You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking like, yo, one thing I do hate, and I'm gonna tell you right now, is somebody that passed by me and then just jump in front of me and then make a quick turn with nobody behind me.
Bro, I think that's everybody. Yeah.
Yo, but that thing triggered me to the point. I'm like, yo, bro, come on, dude. I'm laying on the air horn, like, dude, why?
Yeah. We say you jump 4 lanes. We said jump 4 lanes and keep about to kill everybody, and then you gonna turn right there,
right into the parking lot. I'm just like, you could not wait to do that.
Right. Or either they do all that lane jumping, about to kill everybody on I-40, and then like when you do get to a traffic light on the exit or whatever, y'all still right there together.
Yeah, for sure. Right. They do all that and y'all they sitting at the stoplight, you roll up right beside them. Like you did all that for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so let me ask you this. Like, what do you think is some bad learned behaviors that I'm gonna just say, well, I gotta say kids, because kids gotta learn it from somebody. What do you think some of the bad learned behaviors could be? I think one of them is cussing and drinking. You got a little 4-year-old out there cussing folk out on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. My bad. Go ahead. Now you good.
There's no one you all alone right there. Yeah, it don't get no bad.
Yo, man, I saw something on Facebook, and I'm just saying they're setting their kids up for a lot of pain because the little boy, he had to been probably like 3,
right,
or 4, and his uncle was hugging him, and he realized something out of the corner, so he pushed the thing off and started throwing up gang signs. He had been like 3 or 4 years old, and I'm just like, what do y'all think gonna happen to him when he go to school and he's in the fifth and in the kindergarten, and then he done learned this from a baby all the way up to now? What they think gonna happen? But the parents don't think about that. Nobody thinks about that.
Yep. Like I said, I'm learning behaviors. That's what they're gonna get. Yep. Teaching it at home. Yeah, teaching it at home. Just like we was talking about the other people. Like
yeah, for sure.
Our people teach our people. Like you just got to say it like that. Our people, like in the hood, they would probably teach kids like gangs or whatever you just said, and then the other people, they gonna teach their kids, more like on the political side, like, hey, you stay on this side and you don't like that side, cause they supposed to be beneath you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you say, it's learned in the home. Yeah,
for sure. And you know what they do?
You don't just come out. You don't just come out and the kids just know this all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? It's taught at the house.
Yeah, and you know what they do to them? When they get a certain age, they teach them how to emotionally suppress it. Like, you better not cry. You better not like somebody of the opposite race. You better not bring other race to my house when you dating. And so they trying to think like, well, what is it wrong with that? You better not do it. Now, they might meet a good person, good woman, a man or woman, but because what they learn behavior, and they have to suppress, emotional suppress. Like, well, I really like them, but I can't really like them because I got to suppress the emotions of me really liking them. You know what I'm saying? And it messes them up.
Yeah, and a lot of times when they'll suppress like that, and they hold it and that pressure on them like that, they tend to go that other way anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's almost like the movie, look, guess who's coming to dinner.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? You remember that movie? So, it is what it is. Like, don't like this race or don't like that race. You don't supposed to date with it. You got to date within your race or whatever. And you just hold that pressure, you know what I'm saying, on them like that. When they get off to college in the outside world, they gonna go the opposite way. You know 100%. What I'm saying? I mean,
100%. You know what the thing I wanted to touch too, I went by it so fast, but I want to go back to it.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Self-sabotage. A lot of people mess up their own self. It ain't that, like, for example, right? You and I do this show. Now, we're growing the brand, we're doing different things, right? Mm-hmm. Now, just suppose in the next 2 years, we blow up so big that we need people to do marketing for us, and we need people to do this and do that, right? Now, some of the people that gave all these nasty comments in the comment section could be really good at marketing.
That's what I'm saying.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Because of that, you didn't self-sabotage your own self. Even the people that was looking at you to do something for them, now they see your comments, they like, nah, I can't. They're not compromising the brand, dog. I can't really do that. So now you done put yourself in a position because you didn't had an out of body experience, and you started acting foolish because you could not control your reactions. Right. Now don't nobody want to work with you. Now guess what? That does? Cause another a layer of trauma. Because now you said no nobody like you. No, ain't nobody don't like you. You did it to yourself.
That's powerful how you said that too. Because like you said, it could be somebody that's in the comment section that was coming at you, bashing you like that. And they can be, like I said, they can be a prolific marketing or whatever, the graphic design or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They may not necessarily be, like with us, like helping us in turn, but they could be doing it possibly in the future. Yeah. And that's why the two, like our show, we address, you got to address the elephant in the room. Yeah, we talk about the black and white issues. That a lot of times you can't escape that. But for the most part, we are people persons, and we get along with everybody. But some like you said, but some topics just have to be addressed. And so, like I said, if we got to market with somebody, just like we marketing with Joel. Yeah. Like Joel working with us. I mean, he white, he cool, like, you know what I'm saying? So
real cool.
It's all about, being a people person. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be nasty because like Joel ain't nasty to us because we black and he white, and we ain't nasty to him because we black and he white. We
work as a team.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, the people that's in the comments section, and like I said, people that's in the comment section, like they can pretty much cut their own throat. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
like with the comments, they, like I said, they came at you real nasty. You know what I mean?
Right. So now what they do is like, some people take this approach, and some of them are just going back through, because I went back through it kind of fast. Now some of them take this approach and they just say, that's just who I am. Okay, well, if that's just who you are,
right,
and you making stupid comments on everybody's post, Facebook is people don't believe it right now, but Facebook is still one of the most powerful marketing and selling tools and promoting tools there is, right? So now if you go up there, and folks, if they do their due diligence, they go type in your stuff, you can call the man son or what?
They will.
You call the man son or what? Hold on, wait a minute. And I was getting ready to get these jokers a $5,000 budget for the month. Man, I'm good. I can find somebody else, because once people see that, and then they see like, well, dog, you working with that?
Right. Now, and not only would he call your son or call you or whatever, your son pretty much, but you can see the comments that was leading up to that. That tells you all you need to know, not just that one word. You can look at the comments, that like all the back to back responses, and you can see it was a build up, and it was coming, and you can see it like a freight train, and it was like, okay, I know what kind of guy. I know what kind of guy he is, and I know what kind of female she is. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And it just made me laugh, because I was like, and I'm kind of being like a little troll, right? So I'm kind of like playing along with him, like, well, hey, because why didn't he go? Because I gave him the right advice not to go. That's why I don't do what I did. You know what I'm saying? So, and that really kind of triggered them.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Teach your kids the right way to go, bro. And, and they'll learn from it. And we close to a break, but Go ahead. Now you got time. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, we're gonna say real quick, cause you think for 1 minute I'm gonna send my son to 2-8, 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines, where I came from. No, I ain't sending him if I can help it. He ain't gonna. Well, my son grown anyway, but I'm just saying, if I had a son coming up, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I salute to the ones like you said who still trying to, defend the country. Oh yeah, that's good, that's fine and dandy. But where I came from, I'm not trying to send my son. Yeah.
Not at all.
That's just it. They were more power to them, you know what I'm saying? With it.
Y'all. Hey, we'll be right back after the break, y'all. Finish this up, y'all.
Stats tell that each day, 22 veterans commit suicide due to PTSD.
Yep.
These stats shook us and urged us to do our part. After hours and hours of thinking, Beekeeping for Veterans was born. Beekeeping for Veterans combines beekeeping with mindfulness meditation. Why combine them? Here's why. Beekeeping causes positive rush of adrenaline while beekeeping. You have to be calm during it. You are mindful of your movements. Each week, a veteran will receive a mindful meditation to build emotional and mental skill sets. Mindfulness is a set of 3 attentional skills that work together: concentration, sensory clarity, and equanimity, mental calmness, composure, evenness of temper. Every time mindfulness is practiced, we build these skills. Beekeeping for Veterans not only helps veterans overcome emotional trauma, but also aids our environment, as without bees, there is no food. Come forward. The people who have supported your country now need your support.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome back to Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl. So listen, we get ready to land this plane, dog, here in a few minutes.
Right. Okay.
So I gotta ask. I know of some people that really. Everybody have done this. Have you ever reacted in a way you later regret it? And what did you learn from it? Yeah. What did you learn about yourself? You learned that you was an absolute fool. That you'll go off on somebody in a minute. That's what you learned from yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I think you went out for a minute.
I was saying that have you ever reacted in a way you later regretted it? And what did you learn about yourself? And I was like, yeah, everybody have. You done went off on somebody and found out you acted like a pure fool. And then then you got to go try to fix it. Just like, like some of the stuff that we see on the internet, people do stuff, man, that's and I know they're attention seeking and they need some attention. And I don't know, I call them the new word I've learned from it, dog. I call them trauma responses, because it's really showing that they got hurt somewhere by something. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, it hurt them bad to the point where they reacted in a way that was out of pocket, out of body experience. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what to tell them, bro. And so stupid. I got a delay on it. I got a little bit of a delay. Yeah, I got a little delay.
Yeah, but we good. We on out. It's just StreamYard. StreamYard always acting up a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. I'm gonna give them some scriptures, dog. Even the scripture points out self-examination. Search me, O God. Psalms 139 and 23. Proverbs 23 and 7.
Roll with it.
As a man thinks, y'all go look at the scriptures. I didn't think to write the whole scriptures down, just a little bit of it. God doesn't just want your behavior. He wants your heart, your mind, and your awareness. So that goes back to what I was talking about earlier, when I was saying that the reason why they react to these posts like this and not the scripture posts, like that should be the exact opposite. But the reason why they don't, because he doesn't have their heart, he doesn't have their mind, he definitely don't have their awareness. The other side does. It's more entertaining. People say being a Christian is boring, and going to church is boring. I want to see drag down knockouts. I don't want to see the little people praying and stuff. I don't see all that. I don't understand it.
Right.
This they're relatable to because of their trauma. You know what I'm saying? You got something? You got something?
You go ahead.
Okay,
you go ahead. You go ahead. You was delaying a little bit, but you can go ahead. You can roll with it.
All right. Transformation doesn't happen just by praying. It happens by confronting what's inside of you. If you got anger inside of you, you gotta confront it. If you got hurt, you gotta confront it. If you got a lying spirit, you gotta confront it. Whatever you got, you got to confront it in order for it to, like, praying does help. But at some point, you got to address whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? You got to. It don't matter. You got to address whatever it is, right? Deliverance begins where denial ends. When you stop denying that, okay, it ain't me.
I ain't laughing. Prayer helps, but but sometimes I guess people looking like, man, I done prayed all I can pray.
Yeah. Now they gotta confront them demons that's inside of them. You gotta confront that stuff, because not deliverance begins where denial ends. And when you start denying the flesh, basically, that's when your deliverance is gonna take place. Because if you keep saying ain't nothing wrong with me, I'm good, bruh. It is something wrong. No, I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong with me. But you in a room, dark room all day. You don't go out. You don't take showers. You don't get haircuts. You don't eat. It's something wrong with you. It don't care what nobody says. Yeah. Something wrong.
Boy got that depression. That showed up depression. They like that.
Yeah, you don't want it. I mean, then you're gonna try to act like ain't nothing wrong. No, it's definitely something wrong. You just got to get something checked. So here's how you start understanding yourself on a deeper level. Pause before reacting. I always tell people this. Give yourself at least 7 to 10 seconds before you respond. If somebody say something ignorant, just take a minute. Is this going to be worth me squabbling out here, or should I just let it go?
Right.
You got to get that response time. Now, there's a lot of... Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was saying, man, you got to, especially in your older, like people that's getting older and younger now, you know what I'm saying? But definitely older age, man, we kind of learned it, but sometimes it's hard, but you got, like you said, you just got to take a step away. You got to be like, what, like you say, is this worth it?
Is it worth me squabbling out here, dog? Because sometimes there's exactly what it's going to turn into. Because if you say something the wrong way, like somebody, like you have seen people get killed over shoes. Somebody stepped on their shoe.
Yeah.
Now, if they had thought for 1 second to say, bro, that's a shoe, they wouldn't be in jail for life.
Yep.
Think about that. They in jail for life because somebody done stepped on their shoe, dog. And I'm trying to find something real quick. So y'all bear with me. It's a scripture that I was supposed to do it. I was supposed to do this the last time, and I ain't do it. I was supposed to look it up the last time.
But yeah, man, while you looking that up, like, man, like bros in general, man, this pertain to all the fellas, but I just say bros in general, man, in a situation like that, man, a lot of times we always want to have the last word. We don't want to look weak, instead of just being like, hey, man, I'm sorry, man, hey, I'm good, I apologize, man, my bad, and just move yourself away from the situation. But us, as men, we want to have the last, we want to look like we bad, hardcore. We want to have the last word. You know what I'm saying? And instead of just being like, just take it on the chin, man. Just live to fight another day. Just go on to the house, man. Look, man, my bad, bro. I ain't mean that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
But then if you had to go there, you just got to go there. But you done your
Right.
part to try to stop,
Right.
stop them from doing what they're gonna do to you. But it's a scripture, man, and I'm telling you, I should have did the last time. Maybe next time I'll find it. But it's tied right into this right here. Journal your thoughts and emotions. Now, some people think that that's not biblical, but it really is. Like when you get ready to have a emotional breakdown, or you going through something in life, you write it down.
Right.
You write it down, and you just say, like, girls, what they used to get, little girls used to have diaries, right?
Yeah.
So they would journal basically their whole like youth, and they just write it down. When they get older, they'll go back and they'll read over. But they say, hey, this is how you start understanding yourself on a deeper level. Write it down. Go back a year later and say, man, I didn't grew from that, because I used to go off when somebody used to.
Right.
I used to really go off. Ask why more than who. Like, why more than who? I know it's a short, but it still it's complex. Ask why more than who. I'm gonna let people think about that one. Accept uncomfortable truths about yourself. What they call a constructive criticism. You gotta take that criticism from people, because when you can accept that constructive criticism from people and not get angry, like, you know what, bro, you right. You know what, you right, dog. You right. I shouldn't be doing X, Y, Z, and blah blah blah. You right. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to be able to. Yeah, you got to be able to. You got to be able to handle that, bro. You know, that constructive criticism. Yeah, you got to be able to handle that.
Yeah, and seek feedback, but filter it wisely. Now, get feedback from people. Basically, what it's saying, when you get your feedback from people, don't take everything people tell you. Because some people can tell you, hey, let me get a little feedback. Okay, yeah, I got a little feedback for you. Sorry and lazy. I mean, that's some stuff you probably want to filter that part out. Like, now I don't believe it, or whatever it is. You got to be mindful of what you like. It's like food, right? So it's like food. Folk got to be mindful what they consume in their body. So you definitely got to be mindful of what you consume in here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because certain stuff you can consume that ain't good for you. Like words from people, like, that dude gonna lose all his life, bro. Look, he's still a loser. I'm just, you don't want that in your body, dog. Your thought process. Right. And last one, pray and reflect. It's good to pray. The Bible said, man ought to always pray. The fervent prayer of a righteous availeth much. I get it. I really get it. And I believe in prayer. But at the same time, it's only so much prayer gonna do if a person ain't willing to do what you praying about. Like, if they willing to say, you know what, I'm ready to stop drinking, and the people praying for them and they staying out the bars, I can't pray for you, bro. I can still pray for you, but I can't say that the prayer gonna work if every time we pray for you drinking, you in a bar every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know how that's gonna work. You gotta want it more than what we want it.
Yeah, you gotta want it for yourself, bro.
You gotta want it for yourself. If you don't want it for yourself, why do you think if somebody wants something for you more than you, there's a problem, Doc.
Yep. Like they always say, like you always say, for some people, there's all the way out there like that. You can't want it more than they do.
Exactly. And that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people do that. All right, we're going to get out of here, y'all. For the next 7 days, every time you feel something strong, don't react immediately. Don't do it. Do not. Write it down, study, learn from it. And then the next time You might not go off the next. You like, I learned from whatever. Hey, thank y'all for joining Man Talk 133 with Charlotte and Durr. Check out our platforms: iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Man Talk 133, Us Talking, Facebook. We all over the place. Just type it in, y'all. Man Talk 133 with Charlotte and Durr, and we will definitely pop up for y'all. Thank y'all for joining the show tonight. Until next time, God bless, and we gone.
Life is like a duck. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Here at Military Broadcast Radio, we're teaming up with our friends at Die Tired, the veteran-friendly music band spreading strength, resilience, and mental health awareness one shirt at a time.
And check this out. Their brand new shirts feature broadcast beaker right on the breast pocket. A reminder that you can weather the storm, and you're never alone.
Shirts are only $25, and proceeds support giving veterans a voice. MBR's mission to teach veterans how to podcast and videocast. Because when our vets are talking, they're not overthinking. They're not second-guessing. Together, we stop the 22 stigma. Grab your shirt today at mbradio.us and hit the shop. Or go directly to toramerch.printavo.com/merch/dietiredband. That's toramerch.printavo.com/merch/dietiredband.
Suit up, stand strong.
Remember, we're unduckable together.
You're built tougher than the storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice. Let